Hey lovelies, it's Kate. Welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Yesterday the Sims 4 Industrial Loft Kit came out and I immediately had to work on a penthouse in San Myshuno. We have different lot types in San Myshuno. You have apartments, which you can technically only furnish. You could use the tool mod to change the windows, but I just wanted to work on a penthouse because you just have so many more possibilities. You can be really creative when you work on a penthouse. And it's so much fun. So here you can see how I'm preparing the shell a little bit for the kit that came out a couple of hours later. And you can already see that I wanted to have multiple levels, and it's a loft. It's open at the top. There will be only one bedroom at the top. It's like a perfect home or penthouse for a bachelor sim, for example. You can already see in the background how I built some skylights, some slanted windows. I made a tutorial about this, I don't know, a year ago or something. I'm going to link the tutorial playlist down below. It's very easy. You only need the base game for this. So you basically just used some half-gabled windows and the glass roof swatch. It's very simple. And usually there's one problem when you build this type of window. So when you build this window, the light on the inside will always be like the light on the outside. Weather does not affect your Sims, but the light is just, it's just not looking good. And I was really bothered by this. So later on I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fully close off this area. And as you will see, I'm just going to mention this red array in case you're worried about this, in case you know about these windows and you're like, oh no, will the light be a bit weird in this penthouse? I'm going to build a wall right in front of the window. I'm going to place some windows over there, like some regular windows, and I'm going to size them down using tool, and I'm going to make them so tiny that they are invisible. So there will be a invisible wall, so the light on the inside is like the way you want it to be, like normal indoor light, but it's not really visible. There will be like a slight shadow. You will see this in the screenshots as well, but it's not too bad. And I'm also going to place a floor right below my skylight, and I'm going to use the item living glass floors, and this way I have this look, but at the same time it's fully closed, because this was really bothering me, and I know that it's bothering some of you. The lights only turn on when it's dark outside. It's just looking weird, so I had to fix this. So that's what I did. So the kit, let's talk about the kit. The kit dropped yesterday. I was really excited. So I built this here, like this part of the build. I was still working on this before the kit came out. I was really anticipating the kit. A lot of people were really excited, and then the kit dropped. I have to say, generally, I like the kit. I like the idea behind it. I like the style. It's so cool. It's giving me New York City apartment vibes, like the type of apartments or penthouses that you see in some TV shows like Friends, for example. You have exposed brick walls and you just have this very specific style. Here at this point the kit dropped. You can see how I'm using objects from the kit, including these windows. And the windows, or this window, is the big culprit and it has caused lots of discussions. So when the kit was announced on Twitter and generally on social media by the Sims, we saw a completely different window, and the window was the main selling point in a way. It was in the center. Kits don't have lots of items, so I feel like in a kit every single item counts. I mean, generally every single item should count, but here it was just like the main selling point, or one of the main selling points, and the window looks completely different. I still like the window, but I think it's just not right to just advertise a window like this, or one of the main objects, one of the main selling points, and then the window is not part of the game and you get a different window. That's not cool. So I agree with everyone else. This has caused lots of issues and lots of drama on social media, rightfully so. I think it's not cool, but they responded, the Sims team responded, and the window will be added to the game in a patch at some point. I mean, I don't think that this is cool, but I mean, at least we will get the window in a patch. And then I think some people weren't happy about the bed. It's apparently similar to a city living bed. I'm not sure. I compared the bed to some other beds. I think it is different and I think it looks stunning, but the window is kind of the main issue. But I mean, if they patch in the other window and leave this window in the kit, we have one extra window, so at least this might be okay. So we will see what's going to happen. But generally, I have to say, we have these ventilation ducts that you can see. I placed them right above the kitchen that I just worked on. This is a completely new object. We don't have anything similar in the game. It just kind of snaps to the ceiling the way a ceiling light would, so it's very easy to place them. We have just different objects which have like this industrial style. It's a lot of fun to use the new kit. You know how obsessed I was with the Courtyard Oasis kit? I felt like in the Courtyard Oasis kit, they just did this one right. Like there wasn't any issues with the Courtyard Oasis kit. It was a really solid pack. Every single item looked stunning. They all matched. No matter if you wanted to just have a railing, you just had the matching fence, the spandrels matched. It just made sense, including the columns. It just all matched and it was really cohesive. It looked amazing. But here, the window situation, I'm a bit sad about this because first of all, it's kind of false advertisement a bit, and also people are annoyed by this, and I feel like this could have been such a solid kit in general, but there's something wrong, of course. Something is wrong, and this makes me sad a bit. But generally, I fully recommend the kit. I like the rug, I like all the items. The ventilation ducts are just something new. If you really want to have this type of style, if you want to nail this type of style, I think this pack is really helpful if you want to create some industrial apartments, lofts, penthouses. There are some amazing items in Journey to Batu which really match this type of aesthetic. I know once again Journey to Batu is kind of controversial, but generally if you want to have this style, it's a really great pack for this, including city living probably. I just had so much fun building this. Whenever I tried to work on industrial apartments in the past, I think this was probably even pre-YouTube for me, I could never really nail this style. I always built modern mansions and all that. This is a bit more edgy, darker, not really my style probably usually, but I feel like this kit made it really easy to build this. I like the sofas. I mean, it's just a kit. There's not that much to say about this beside the whole drama surrounding the window, but generally speaking, it's just a kit. It's a couple of objects. The objects themselves, they look great. The textures are great. They look amazing. The sofas, as someone said on Twitter, I don't remember who, but someone said they kind of look like CC, and I agree. They look really, really great. And here you can see how I'm doing the little window trick. I placed some windows in there and I sized them down. I used the 2 mod for this, and I think I scaled them to 0.001 or something, so they're tiny. They're still there but not visible. Here you can see that the lighting is normal, like regular indoor light. It's all working. I closed off the windows. I added a ceiling on top, so the whole indoor area is indoor. It's completely fully closed, which is amazing. I also included the part where I built the elevator because I think in my last penthouse build, I forgot to include the footage where I built the elevator, and I received so many comments asking, okay, but how are the Sims going to enter the penthouse? And yeah, this penthouse has an elevator and your Sims can enter the penthouse. I think you can't even save to your library or save the game in general if you haven't placed a trash can, a mailbox and the elevator. You have to. So technically you can't even forget. So everything is in place. So this here is the area that's below the bedroom. So we have this upstairs area where I built the bedroom and the walk-in closet, all these fancy things. And then below we have this area. So there's a ceiling right above this area here. And I turned this into a dining room and a really fancy open office space. You can here see how I used a dining table for this, 2 computers, 2 chairs. So technically this is the perfect home for 1 or 2 Sims, maybe a couple. So It's like really fancy for a rich sim. This is not a family home, not a family penthouse. I really wanted this to be fancy and kind of like a bachelor pad, probably you could say. This bar is from Journey to Batu. I'm so sorry, but I just had to use all these objects. They are just stunning. So yeah, generally I would recommend the kit. I think all the objects are amazing. I like the style. You just have to make your own decision when it comes to the whole window situation. I think it's not cool, but I'm really happy that the window is going to be added to the game later on in a patch. And I mean, these also look great. They're just very different, but we will see what's going to happen. I just wanted to talk about this. I wanted to mention this in case you haven't heard about this and in case you just saw the promo and you are still on the fence. If you want to get the pack, then you should probably compare the window that was advertised and then the window that is now in the kit. So in case you have no idea, just so you know, I just wanted to talk about this. Here I'm working on the TV area. So down there below this area you can see that there is a tiny room and this is going to be the bathroom. And up here I wanted to have a really fancy TV area because down there right in front of the kitchen I just placed a couple of armchairs. So I kind of forgot to build a TV and then I thought, okay, I'm just going to have a really fancy TV area up there. Just imagine you are watching a movie up there and you can just look down and you see the whole penthouse. It's super fancy. I just love this. I love this open concept. You know, I always build open floor plans. I never fully close off the kitchen. So I like this. This is so me. I love this, even though the style is different from what I usually build. It was so much fun. The flower is also from Journey to Batu, including the lights on the wall. I also used this debug rug from Journey to Batu, this round one right in front of the door. The door is also from the new kit. And this is the outdoor area, just some type of balcony, terrace, whatever. This planter is also from the new kit. And then I just built an area where you could sit and hang out. The outdoor area looks very similar to the penthouse that I've built in the past. I just noticed later on, but I basically just built a area where you could sit and hang out. You can have a barbecue. You can just sit and eat something, just enjoy the view of the city, I guess. And yeah, it was so much fun to build this. Let me know in the comments down below. Did you get the kit yet? Do you like it? Are you going to buy it? What do you think about the whole window situation? What is your opinion on that? Do you like this window more that we got or the one that was advertised? What do you think? Just leave a comment down below. And yeah, I had so much fun building this. I'm so ready to build something new for you guys soon. I just enjoyed this so much. And yeah, this is it. Here you can see lots of screenshots. This build is available in the gallery. My ID is KateEmerald, and I hope you enjoyed this. As I said, you can check out the tutorial playlist if you want to learn how you can build a skylight like this yourself. And now it's time to thank my wonderful Emerald Patreons. A big thank you to Asia, Brenia Wilcox, Jennifer Lewis, Callan Renee, Molly, Shannon McClam, Telaine Ellen, Tamika Mitchell, and Victoria Smithies. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you to all my other Patreons. Thank you to anyone who supports me, who watches my videos. I love you all so, so much. And yeah, I hope you like this build, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye bye.